welcome to William Mason Presents, where we explore the in and outs of William Mason School.
Our first episode will be us interviewing members of William Mason School, and our first interview will be with none other than our school principal, Mr. Malucci.
Hit it!
Hi, my name is Penny.
Hi, my name is Divya.
We are here today to interview our school principal, Mr. Malucci.
How long have you been teaching?
I was a teacher for 6 years.
What is one of your hidden talents?
Hidden talents. Well, I was a hockey player back in high school, and I can still play hockey and enjoy it and still coach hockey to this day.
Do you speak any other languages?
I don't speak any languages fluently, but I speak a little bit of Italian.
Are there any embarrassing teaching moments you're willing to share? What are they?
Wow. That's a good one. I would say the most embarrassing teaching moment I had was when I was a teacher a long time ago. I used to get frustrated with the amount of times my students would forget their lunch because they would call to the classroom and they would page me and say, "Mr. Malucci, Michael forgot his lunch. Please have him come to the main office." And the next day they would call and say, "Mr. Malucci, Stephanie forgot her lunch. Please have her come up to the main office." And this went on for days, and it would kind of slow the class down because right when we were ready to go outside, we had to stop what we were doing. We had to wait for the students to go to the office, get their lunch, and then come back, and we would go. So one day, I got a phone call, and it said, "Mr. Malucci." I'm like, "Oh, here we go again." And the secretary said, "Mr. Malucci, your father's here. You forgot your lunch." So that was very embarrassing.
What's the best/worst thing about being the principal?
Well, I think the best thing about being the principal is that you get to have a part in everybody's day, right? The teachers and the students. Sometimes that can be difficult because if someone's not having a good day in their classroom or a teacher's having a rough day, that's also my responsibility to help out as well. As opposed to being a teacher, you're kind of just responsible for your class and your kids.
What's the worst thing?
Well, like I said, I think the worst thing is that sometimes you're responsible for everybody's problems as opposed to just the ones in your classroom.
Okay.
What's a typical Saturday night for you?
Wow, a typical Saturday night. Well, that depends. Sometimes it could be doing something with my family. Sometimes it could be, coaching hockey, or sometimes, maybe in the summer it could be doing something fun at the beach.
What's your thoughts on the Stanley obsession?
Well, I know that my kids have one. They've had one for quite some time, so they really weren't struggling to find one or go online or sit in the stores and wait. Like most fads, I think at some point it's going to kind of play itself out, but
There's a reason I won't get one.
yeah, what's your reason?
It's because it's just like in 3 months it's going to go away.
Exactly.
I'm just going to have it sitting there.
I agree.
Also, it's just genuinely a bad water bottle. It can
Okay.
spill, and it's just like, it's just for the trends. It's
So
really
you guys
not.
are smart. Great. I think you're right.
Do you have kids? If so, what are their names?
I do. I have 3 kids. Their names are Brianna is my oldest, then Michaela, and then Olivia.
What's your dream vacation?
My dream vacation would probably be to go back to Hawaii. I went a long time ago on my honeymoon, and I really loved it there.
That sounds fun. Do you have a best friend in the school? If so, who is it?
I don't have a best friend in the school, but I think that I've developed some pretty close relationships and friendships with a lot of the teachers here.
So that's all our questions for today. But thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Great questions, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi, today I'm here with Ellie, who's going to teach us some sign language, starting with the days of the week. Sunday. Sunday. Monday. Monday. Tuesday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Thursday. Friday. Friday. Saturday. Saturday.
And let's go to our next interview. We have decided to interview the Teacher of the Year from William Mason.
One of third grade's favorite,
Mr. Wheeler.
Hi, my name is Natalie Ward.
Hi, my name is Ella Green.
Hi, I'm Ellie Calamari.
Hi, I'm Don Wheeler.
And today we'll be asking Mr. Wheeler some questions.
What is your favorite thing you did here or do here now?
Besides interacting with the children and trying to make them laugh, like I used to make you guys laugh, and having fun in the classroom, I also like having fun with my friends here. It's important to me to get to see them every day and have some laughs with them too.
What is your favorite birthday memory?
When I turned 21, my dad and family drove out to Ohio where I was in college, and they surprised me for my 21st birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I had no idea they were coming. All my fraternity brothers knew they were coming, and he had everybody for a dinner. Yeah.
How did you feel to win Teacher of the Year?
Oh, it was a big honor. It really was. I felt it made me feel really great, especially this being my last year. It's kind of a nice way to go out and be recognized. I couldn't do it without my partners and the people I work with, though.
What is your favorite place you have gone to?
My favorite place that I've ever gone to is Switzerland in Europe. I love the mountains, as you might remember. So the Swiss Alps are my favorite place I've ever been to.
What is your favorite subject to teach?
My favorite subject to teach is math, and I used to be really bad at math this is a true story. When I was growing up, I needed a tutor in math, and even when I started teaching here, I didn't like teaching math. I was kind of scared of it, but as I started to understand it more and maybe matured a little bit, well, I don't know about that, I'm still pretty immature, but I really started like to teach math, so I'd say that.
What will you miss here at William Mason?
Two things. All of you children and seeing you guys every day, and my friends, all the people I work with.
What was your favorite year you've taught?
I really don't have. There's not one year that sticks out. I've had some great classes along the way. After you've done it for 27 years, you start forgetting which class was when. I really don't have a favorite year. I can tell you my least favorite year.
What year is that?
When we had to wear masks.
Oh wait, what? That was our year.
I know. Well, yeah, I love teaching you guys, but it's still.
And after the shields went off, all the water bottles kept falling off.
Yeah.
I forgot about the shields.
And you made us put our
shields
waters
were the
in our
worst.
The
bags.
shields were the worst. Masks were the worst.
What is the most embarrassing moment that happened here? If you're comfortable sharing, what was it?
Oh my gosh, I can't even. One year, on Memorial Day Friday, this is a long time ago. This is probably 15, 16 years ago. I was all excited. Maybe no, it was more. It was like 20 years ago. This is before I had children, before I had a wife, and I had a shore house in down the New Jersey shore. And I was so excited to leave here on a Friday. It was Memorial Day weekend, and get to my shore house. It was like the first weekend we're going, that I stepped off the curb where the buses are. This is when all the children left, thank goodness. I stepped off the curb and I fractured my ankle. And
You didn't end up going?
I ended up going, but it was delayed because I had to go get x-rays, I had to get a boot, like it was,
Wow.
I didn't get there till like nighttime.
Do you have a secret talent? If so, what?
Yeah, I guess you guys know I love
Yeah.
looking at, knowing what's going on with the weather. And I always like have an idea what's happening. I never understand, like, if Mrs. Wheeler might go out and be like, I can't believe I got caught in, I got all wet, I got caught in a rainstorm. I'm like, you didn't have an idea that it was going to rain today, and I think a lot of people do that. They don't really pay attention, and it always surprises me that they're caught off guard. I always like when I know it's going to rain, I always bring my umbrella in, so when I do dismissal, I'm not soaking wet. So I guess that would be my talent.
Who is your hero?
Hero. I guess my parents. They pushed me along. I wasn't in high school. I wasn't the best student, and I kind of goofed off a little bit, and they kind of stuck with me. They were not happy with me, but they pushed me to go. I got in a fairly good school, and I really excelled in college, and I think that was them pushing me to do that. And maybe I grew up a little bit later than everybody else. I matured a little later.
What would you change about yourself if you could?
Not to stress so much. I get a lot of anxiety sometimes. Not to stress as much.
Well, that is all our questions.
Thank you. That was great.
Hi, I'm here with Ellie, and we're going to be doing another sign language lesson. Now we're going to be doing the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Now for our final interview with the two secretaries.
Miss Herrett and Miss Rodriguez. How many calls do you get in a day?
How many calls do we get in a day? Sometimes it feels like hundreds. I'm sure we get at least 50 to 100 depending on the day, and it's usually more towards the end of the day with dismissal.
Sounds about right.
How many notes do you get every day?
That's a Miss Herrick
Wow.
question. She gets more of the notes than I do.
Maybe about 15 to 20 notes a day.
Okay. Do you have a secret talent? If so, what is it?
You want to go?
I'd have to think about that one.
I don't have really a secret talent. The only thing I feel like I'm really good at, I bake a lot. So I'll count that. I can't sing, I can't dance, I
And
can't
she
do
makes
anything.
really good cookies.
Make good cookies. What's your talent?
Maybe just singing.
You are. I have witnessed her sing. She could sing.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, probably doing the same thing. Taking care of my family, working.
I hope to be here in 5 years doing the same thing with family.
How would your previous coworkers describe you?
I would say my previous coworkers would say that I'm patient and kind and hardworking, and I'm always trying to help.
What is your dream vacation?
Ooh. Dream vacation. Somewhere on an island.
Islands?
Nice and warm and
I
sunny.
always like islands. I want to go to Ireland someday.
What are your thoughts about the Stanley obsession?
I don't like it.
I like it.
I know I was gonna say she
I
probably
like it. I like all the colors and drink lots of water.
Yes, I like to drink lots of water, but could do that in any cup.
Do you have kids? If so, what are their names?
I have 3. I have a daughter, Madison, another daughter, Cameron, and my son, Mikey.
I also have 3. I have my son Richie, who is in the high school, my daughter Caitlin, who is friends with Cameron, and they are in 6th grade together in the middle school, and I have a baby who's 3 years old, and he's at the preschool.
Do you have a best friend? Do you have a best friend in school? Who is it?
Oh, yeah.
We have many friends in school.
That's all. That's all.
That's all.